Hi, everybody. Welcome to Marketing Chairside by Pro Impressions Marketing Group. We're having a good time talking with dental professionals about various things marketing related. The goal is always to help you get new patients online and stop wasting time and money on marketing. And today we're going to be talking about online reviews and specifically how to get more of them by asking for them. And today I am just so thankful to be joined by Shireen Firouzian from Firouzian Dentistry. Shireen, how are you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for jumping online here, folks. I
Yes,
didn't even give Shireen a chance to prepare for this. I just said, "Hey, jump online with me. We're gonna do this."
I'm happy to help. Anything that helps the cause for Jonathan, always happy to help.
Oh, thank you so much. That's great. So, one of the things that I have found that sets you apart from a lot of other offices is that you get involved with patients and in a dialogue, and I think that's the piece that a lot of offices are missing. They'll use various tools to send out review requests, and some are better than others, in my opinion. But the big piece, the missing piece that I think a lot of offices miss out on is asking for the reviews. And so, Shireen, would it be okay if we could kind of role play that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to be the dental office and you're going to be the patient. And then what I want you guys at home to do is just kind of watch what I do and what I say and kind of the interplay there. So, Shireen, you're coming out of your appointment here. And I'm going to say, hey, Shireen, thanks so much for coming in. Hey, would you help me with something?
Yeah, absolutely. What can I do for you?
Thank you. Would it be okay if I sent you a text message?
Sure. What is it about?
So it's just going to have a link in there, and if you would just click on that and provide us your feedback in the form of an online review, that would really help me out. Would you be willing to do that?
I'm not really one of those people to do a lot of online reviews. Do I have to?
You absolutely don't have to, and if it's any sort of imposition, don't worry about that. It just helps us because a lot of other people don't understand that we're not like other dental offices, and that dentistry doesn't have to be scary. And your smile is just looking so great that I'd love to get your story out there.
In that case, then I'll really make the effort. Yes, sure. Why don't you go ahead and send it to me and I'll do it.
Excellent. Hey, you challenged me there too. Good job.
Yeah, it's just sometimes hard because you never know, are you going to get a yes or no? And so you got to be
Right.
prepared for that no, right?
That is so true. That is so true. And I think that offices need to kind of role play themselves, just like you and I did, so that they're ready for those types of things to come up. But I think the big thing is so many offices will just use their tool, especially the ones that automate, and just blast them out there, and then it hits the user's cell phone and or their inbox if they use email, and because they're not expecting it, it just either gets deleted, ignored, or even maybe marked as spam. And that can cause all sorts of problems. So, Shireen, I'm just going to bring up my screen here real quick because using our tool, Online Practice Center, to look at your online reputation, and you are just killing it. I mean, in January, you got let's see here, 18 reviews, and you already have some
Wow.
for February, and so that is just phenomenal. Can you tell us a little bit about your process?
Absolutely. So we have this system where every day I have to go and get a wellness check for every patient that's in the office for COVID. I keep a copy of that and then go through the next day, 24 hours later. It's my way of doing checks and balances. So I check every patient that actually came in the office and I look at their notes to see how well did that appointment go. If it went well, that's a patient from the day before that I'm going to submit a link for. I'll send every single patient a link. And in that link, it's just an automatic link that takes them straight to Google Pages. But I also send a little blurb that I actually compose, and I've adjusted it from time to time. I initially did it for COVID, related to COVID precautions we take, so they can specifically talk to that. Then I've adjusted it just to talk about the services and helping get the word out for Dr. Mike. Anything you message a patient has to have a call to action. So
Absolutely.
the link in itself is absolutely critical because it takes them directly to where you want them to go. But the
Right.
message itself is the compelling part that's specific to us, to our style, to the relationship we've built with that patient. And if it's a patient that is a unique treatment that we did that I really want to compel them, I'll actually take a step out as they're walking out the door, and I'll ask them how it went. Are they happy with their smile? Are they happy with the situation? If it's a sleep patient, I actually take the time to say, how are you sleeping? Are you doing better? Or would you recommend this to a patient? Well, you know what? Your case has really changed your life. Do you mind sharing it so that you can actually help somebody else like yourself?
I love
So
that.
you
I
have
got
to have a
goosebumps.
call. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a compelling reason for somebody to take the time to, in their crazy busy day, with everything else that's in their life, with kids and car tire that has to be replaced and everything else from A to Z, to take the time to think about you and what you did for them, there's no reason that they're going to make the effort. And if they do, you see a lot of the ones that we have in our reviews are 5-star with no words attached, or
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
5-star, everything very generally, oh, everybody's wonderful. Those are the ones that we didn't get a chance to do a compelling touch and ask them specifically what to share. They're going to be
Yeah.
complimentary, but there's nothing specific that they share. So the ones that are very tainted to the kind of customized service that they received, those are the ones that somebody compelled them to share their story. And one of
Right.
the number one reasons why they will take the time to share their story, I think, is when we have the initial consultation, whether it's complimentary or physically touching them and meeting with them and getting their story and sharing it with the doctor or the team, transitionary handoff style, is asking them how they found you. Well, if they found you through reviews, then you have that somewhere in your notations. And at the end of that treatment, because I'm the one sending those out, I'm the one monitoring who I'm sending it out to. When they first come in and they're just beginning the baseline appointments and they still have a whole bunch of appointments and implants and whatever going on, I don't send them that message, because if I send them 5 messages over the 5 weeks they're with us, it's going to be ignored. So I hold back and I monitor when I'm going to send it, and I do a little touch before they leave. Wow, look at how far we've come for you. Do you remember when you first found us? Now, would you think about referring us to your friends and family? Because that's really the only way people find out about us. We're not an Aspen Dental or a Sears Dental. We're
Right.
Firouzian Dentistry, very unique. And we just don't have the budget to do a huge amount of marketing. But your words will make the difference in someone's life, just like it made in yours. Would you
That
mind
is
sharing that with
tremendous. That is
me? So
tremendous. And
that's
it's
when,
like evil genius kind of, not really evil, because you're not actually compelling anyone to do
no,
anything. You're just making an emotionally compelling request.
yes.
And I
Because
love the idea of looking at, if they came through reviews, making sure you focus on that patient, because
yes.
they know how to do it.
Because just like a lot of people who are just kind of, what is it, the ghost of Facebooking, they're on Facebook but they don't comment. You have a
Hmm.
lot of these people who will look at reviews and act on the reviews that they read but never offer and generate one themselves. So
Right.
that's the person that is going to take a very long time to write an amazing review with lots of details that will make the difference for, like, someone today who drove here from Pennsylvania for a consultation.
Wow.
So that's the kind of stuff that really makes a difference for us.
Yep.
At the end of it, when I receive that review, and I use this occasionally for millennials, not that I don't love millennials, I have 2 of them myself, but for millennials specifically, I sometimes say, you know what, if I can send you a text for you to share your experience with us, you've been here with us since you were in a car seat, and now you're going off to conquer the world. Would you share your experience? And you know what? When I get that review, I'll send you a little thank you. You'll be surprised to get it, but remember us and know that we appreciate getting that review.
Right.
So
Right.
that's the call to action for millennials. They need to have something come for them taking the time to share.
That is just
So
wonderful.
Yeah. So
That is
hopefully that
great.
helps everybody else.
No, yeah, no. I mean, the big takeaway that I want everyone watching to get is that there's engagement that gets results. It almost doesn't matter what tool you use, as long as you're actually using the tool and kind of personalizing that, because the automation just doesn't get the job done. So whatever
Yeah.
tool you're using, make sure I highly recommend just a verbal dialogue that like Shireen and
Yeah.
I role played there, or like you just Shireen did the one with the millennial. That's
Mhm.
fantastic. But work together as a team to do that, and make sure that
Yeah.
that's part of your process for every day. Which patients are we going to talk to, and
Yeah.
then as a team review results. So
Yeah.
Shireen, thank you so much for your time being with us today,
Yes.
and thanks for
Absolutely. Thanks
everybody
for
for
helping
watching.
everyone.
We
Thank you
appreciate
guys.
it.
Good luck.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.